Alright people, welcome back to another video. Alright guys, so today I just got a little comparison between the Asus Rog Ally and the Lenovo Legion Go, right? So both devices been out for a couple months now. Asus Rog Ally been out for almost a year, and the Legion Go been out for almost 7 to 8 months, right? I'm just gonna give you a comparison of how it's been going with all the updates that came out for both devices, and then you can make a decision if you're still in the market trying to decide which one to get, or to see what's going on between both device and their progress of like performance and efficiency over the period of months, right? All right, so let me get into it real quick, show you what's going on, show you some information about the space, armor crate, drivers, and all those good stuff, guys. So let me get into it real quick and show you what's going on. At the end of the video, guys, I need you guys to drop a comment. Let me know which one you think is king, which one you have, which one you think is best, what you don't like, your dislikes, all those good stuff down in the comment section down below. Also hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, guys. Alright, so the first thing I want to get into is the design. This is the Lenovo Legion Go. So as you see, design is nice. Wear and tear been decent on it. No scratches, no damage or anything like that on the device as of yet. I haven't dropped it or anything like that. I mostly used it inside, so maybe that's the main thing. But I will have a cruise coming up soon. I'll have it on the cruise to see like what's going on, guys, like the damages and scratches and stuff like that. I also got a screen protector on it, so that helps the screen from getting scratches and all those little nicks. So as you look, the grip and everything, I like it. The size of the device, I really like it because of the screen size. As you may know, you could disconnect the controllers on each side and you can use it in the FPS mode, as what they call it, right? On my Asus Rog Ally, wear and tear been good as well. I have it for almost a year when it just came out. The white, only thing I could say with the white now, there's little like scuffs and like dirt marks. Even though I clean it, it still shows a little bit on the device. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that's the only problem I have with it. I'd rather it to be in black. As everyone may know already, the new Asus Rog Ally should be coming out soon with a little bit better, beefier specs, bigger battery and stuff like that. I'm getting that one that's coming out soon, so look out for the review, comparison, everything on that one that's coming out. But the white, for longevity, if you're a messy person, I would recommend you to get the white version. I would say just wait until the new one comes out. It should be coming out in black, because you could see all the scuffs under the dirt marks, and even though I clean it, it's still on there, guys. No damage to the device itself. No scratch, I don't see any scratches. If there's any scratches, it might be some small nicks, and only the big problem is just the dirt mark. It's so easy to see on this device because it's white. But one way to negate that is if you get a case and keep the case on it most of the time, then you should be good. I have a case as well, but I took it off recently. I want to feel the ergonomics of the design and get a good feel for it, right? But so far the device is good. No real like damage or anything like that, so it's been holding up. The form factor, I like it. Layout, the thumbsticks and everything is great. The buttons, pressing, no damage to the buttons as yet. Triggers and everything are working perfectly fine. The screen size, I like the screen size, but I'd rather the bigger screen on the Legion Go. But that's just my preference, guys. Same thing with the Lenovo Legion Go. The buttons and everything, analog sticks, everything are good. Nothing sticking, and everything are, all the buttons are responsive, no damage to them or anything like that. So everything is good on that end as well. All right, so let's get into the boot test real quick. Turn off both devices. Alright, so I did it 2 times. The last time I did the boot test, people were saying I should have did it more than 1 time because the Lenovo Legion Go came in first the first time. So I did it more than once so that you guys could see there's no cheating and anything like that, right? But both of these devices are fully optimized If you watch all my videos on my channel, you'll see everything that I did to optimize my system to make it boot up faster, turn off certain apps, delete certain apps, and disabling certain stuff that could slow down your device. Both of these devices are up to par with all those stuff that I did on my channel, right? So they're fully optimized. So that's the test right there. Both times the Lenovo Legion Go boot up faster. So I'm not sure why that is. That's basically it for that. All right, so next let's talk about the software and everything that is running. So as you guys may know already, both devices are running Windows 11. The wear and tear on Windows, it's been good so far. No real complaints. Only thing I'll complain about is just all the updates that's been getting. Any like random update or stuff like that, it might break the system, as in like break some of the drivers, make your system not work as good as it was before. So sometimes watch out for those updates that you're getting from Windows. Because remember a couple months ago or weeks ago, the Asus Rog Ally wasn't working properly because there was some type of security update and the drivers wasn't working properly after the update and was messing with some of the games, right? But they fixed that since that happened, so it's up and running now. Next thing I want to talk about is their launchers, right? So you got Legion Space and you got Armor Crate. The simplicity of Armor Crate, I like it more. It's more simplified to my preference, right? So it's easy to use, everything is right there. You can go in here, switch around stuff if you want. Legion Space, not saying it's hard to use, but it's still missing a lot of stuff, guys. And it's not, I don't even really use this, to be honest. I disable this, I use like the game launchers instead of using Legion Space, because there's nothing really in here for me to be using this software, because it's so, it need an overall. Lenovo did release some information saying an overall is coming. They're going to change the design, put more features in here that are more useful to us. But as of now, I don't use this. One of the main reasons I don't use it as well, every time you launch Legion Space, it disables the analog sticks, every button for any other app that you're using. So if you launch this first and then you go into Steam, then the controllers would not work, guys. And at first, I was trying to figure out what's going on, why that keep happening. I didn't even know that was the problem. But when I did some research, I saw that that was the issue. So I disabled it permanently so it doesn't boot up on start, and I could have my games running out the box and not restart my system 120 million times before I could get the button to start working. Armor Crate doesn't have that problem. Asus Rog Ally is good in that regard, so you don't have to worry about that. If you launch this first, then all your other Epic or whatever you're using to run your games, they'll work fine. When you boot up in that launcher, the controls will work properly, so you don't have to worry about that. And here, if you go to see, I don't even know how to use this, to tell you the truth. If you go to settings, and here you'll see all the stuff that you need. I only come in here when you're trying to remap some buttons and stuff like that. If you go to drivers, in here it should pop up your drivers whenever there's a new drivers or any kind of software. But the last driver that we got with AMF, the update, I mean AMF is not working, but the last one we got, we couldn't even update it in here. So I'm not sure what the issue was, like what's the purpose of this if we can't even update directly in space, right? So we had to do it manually to get that driver installed. So this update that we got with this defeat the whole purpose of us getting this update, because this wasn't useful. I got a couple updates off of this already, but it's a hit or miss. I'm not sure why they didn't release it in space, right? And here, all the updates come in here, or you can go to my Asus app and you can get updates in there as well. But Armor Crate is great, guys. Armor Crate is way better than space, to my opinion, because everything works properly, everything works how it's supposed to work. So now if you go to the quick menu on each one of them, quick menu, same thing, same layout, everything that you're looking for should be in here, like your TDP, your screen resolution in both of them. It's just in like different layout. Your screen refresh rate, everything is in here. After all the updates, guys, that Legion Space got, you got some extra buttons in here that you close apps quickly, your Wi-Fi settings, escape button, Bluetooth, Windows button, and everything. It's been great so far. Some of these are very useful if you're trying to close a game real quick. If it froze and you're trying to exit, then it's useful. Same thing in here. One next thing I want to talk about is the FPS tracker. FPS tracker works great on the Asus Rog Ally. Legion Space, I'm not sure what's going on. Every time I get an update, it's broken. Even when before I updated to the new driver, that included AMD Fluid Motion, even though it's not working. Once again, my FPS counter wasn't even working before that. Some people were saying theirs was working, and once they update to that new driver, that it stopped working. Mine wasn't working. It works sometimes, works when it feel like, and That's a big problem for me. So that's why I stick to my lossless scaling, or you could use the FPS tracker inside the adrenaline software as well. But in here, everything is regular. You could change your fan speed, mess with your controller vibration, all the good stuff in both of them, guys. But as I said, over the period of months, each one been getting better with each update. If it's not breaking something, but they've been getting better. The Lenovo Legion Go is still kind of behind software wise, but it's getting there a little bit, slowly but surely. Because remember when the Asus Rog Ally just came out, it was bad when it just came out. But now I would say it's at its top peak right now. Software is moving fluidly, it's smooth, experience is great, and all the updates it's getting, it just keeps better and better and better, guys. Alright, so the next big deciding factor for me is the screen size, guys. So with the screen size, I prefer the Lenovo Legion Go. That's the main reason why I use it more. But the screen on the Asus Rog Ally, it's great. I really like the quality of the screen better than the Lenovo Legion Go. Reason being, everything is a little bit more clearer. I'm thinking because it's a smaller screen, so maybe that's why. So all the pixels kind of close together and it's more dense. But the color saturation on the Asus Rog Ally, I rather that. But the size on the Legion Go, I like that a little bit more. But you can't go wrong with the Asus Rog Ally because the screen is amazing. Because I like how the games popped and everything when you're playing on the Asus Rog Ally. The screen on the Asus Rog Ally is about 7 inches. The screen on the Lenovo Legion Go is around 8.8 inches, so let's say it's about 9 inches around there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the correct specs. That's the main reason why I use the Lenovo Legion Go more, is because of the screen. So I know I mentioned this before, but one main thing I want to talk about as well is the driver support. From day one, the Legion Go driver support, it's always been behind. I'm not sure if the devs are like they're taking their sweet time, but they're always behind on driver support. Some of the latest game when they come out, they're not running properly because we gotta wait an extra 2 months before the drivers come out. The Asus is always on point in that regard because they're always up to date. If there's a new driver from AMD within like a month or two, it's out already for the Asus Rog Ally. Legion Go, you gotta wait sometimes more than 6 months just to get that driver. The last driver we got for this was the latest one. I have the latest driver installed on it, and finally I could get to run Hellblade 2 on it. Before that, all the game was just crashing. Most of my other games were crashing. Sometimes, not all the games, but some of them, because the drivers that I currently had was an older version of it, and those games wouldn't work properly on it. Asus Rog Ally is always on point, guys, as I said before. So the experience is always great with the drivers. They're always pushing out new drivers. As soon as it comes out, I'm guessing they get right on it and they push it out for all those games that's compatible with that driver. So that's one of the next thing I wanted to talk about. So if that's your deciding factor, then that should be it. So with the latest driver that came out for both devices, AMD Fluid Motion are both on here. It works perfectly fine on the Asus Rog Ally, but it does not on the Legion Go. Only time you can use it on the Legion Go is when you're connected to an external monitor. That's the only time it works. Reason being is it's not going to work on this screen because it's a portrait screen. The way to build the device, it was built to be a portrait. So they're having a lot of issue trying to implement it on this device to work properly. So if that's one of your thing, then it's not going to work on this device, guys. On the device itself, you could hook it up to an external monitor and it does work. As I said before, Asus Rog Ally is great in that regard, right? AMD Fluid Motion works perfectly fine. You get your boosting your FPS and your quality, and everything is good on that end. Alternative for the Legion Go would be lossless scaling. I have a lot of videos on my channel with lossless scaling. It does work, and that's one of the things I've been thinking about. Like, I'm not a developer, so you can let me know in the comment section down below, like how lossless scaling can work on this portrait screen that they said it is, but AMD Fluid Motion cannot work on the screen. That's the one thing I'm really confused about. Cause both software, AMD Fluid Motion and lossless scaling, basically doing the same thing, giving you a boost in your FPS, generating frames for you to give you illusion you're getting double the frames or making the gameplay a lot smoother. Both of them do the same thing, guys. So I'm not sure why AMD Fluid Motion is so hard for Lenovo to implement on this screen. So that's one of the next thing I want to tell you guys. You guys may know already, but just reiterating on what's going on. So yeah guys, that's basically it. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to always say guys, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think. Hit that like button for more awesome content guys. Let me know what type of videos you want to see guys on my channel. As I said, drop a comment, let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content guys, and I'm out.